בוקר טוב חברים, we up to פרק י"א, פסוק ז'-ח'. ומתוק האור וטוב לעיניים לראות את השמש, כי אם שנים הרבה יחיה האדם בכולם ישמח, ויזכור את ימי החושך, כי הרבה יהיו כל שבא Havel. Shlomo HaMelech talks over here about the life. Perek Aleph Pasuk Zayin Het. Shlomo HaMelech talks about the life in this world and the happiness that every person has in his lifetime. And he tells us that a person should grab the moments, the beautiful moments of life, because then there is time which is called Yemei HaChoshech, the dark days. And the dark days are very long. So if you're not going to grab the moment that you have now, you're not going to be that happy. בוא נראה מה הוא כתוב ברש"י. אומר רש"י, בכולם ישמח. You should be always happy. And he goes back to Pasuk Zayin where it says, Umatok ha'or. And Rashi explains, Orah shel Torah. The light of Torah. The fact of living a life of Torah and learning Torah, that's what gives you simcha and a reason to live. And Rashi says, Bechulam yismach, yeh sameach bechelko. Whatever you have, be very happy. ובלבד שיזכור ימי החושך. Just remember that there is days, the dark days, and the dark days is only people who don't follow Torah. So if you remember now when you're happy that there is days of darkness, and that's the days Shadam lo, you don't follow Torah mitzvot, so it's a problem. But if you remember that there is such a days, what would a person do? V'yetiv ma'asar. So he's gonna fix his deeds, his actions. He's gonna be very careful with what he does. And that's gonna help him, she'inatzel mehem. And by you doing the right moves, by you doing the right ma'asim, it's going to save you in natzel mehem. It's going to save you from yemei HaChoshech. And what are the yemei HaChoshech? Vehem yemei mitat olam. And this is the death which is forever. Shehem yemei harasha'im, the rasha'im that they have no olam haba. So mitat olam, this is a death which is forever. And who gets to be there? The Rasha'im. So the Rasha'im, they have mitat olam, mitat forever. Make sure to be happy. And the happiness during the days of Simcha, focus and make sure not to do ma'asim lo tovim, bad deeds, bad things that it's going to cause you has v'shalom to get to the Yemei HaChoshech, which will be forever. העולם הזה זה ימים. You can make this yamim to Yom Tov by you doing the right things.
Shlomo HaMelech is referring to yamim tovim as here, and for the Rishayim.
He's הוא לא אמר ימים טובים. He says simcha. Simcha here, okay? And be careful not to get to the Yemei HaChoshech.
Oh, so you mean just like simple pshat, the good times, remember them and cherish them because sometimes people go through bad
No.
things.
While you're during that moment, have and focus not to do wrong things. And he says, because ki harbe yehu, the days there is much more than the days over here. אומר רש"י, כי הרבה יהיו באותן הימים, יומי יותר מימי החיים. The days after life is much more than the days that you live here. So there is going to be forever. And here is 70, 89 years. Make sure that has v'shalom, you're not going to switch places and you're going to switch from being olam hazeh and not go to olam haba, rather to Gehinnom. ולא תזכה לחיי עולם הבא. אז לכן אדם צריך מאוד להיזהר.
Why you just said don't do averot? Why is it say remember and all this?
Don't do averot.
What is it? The whole point here is to stay.
Do you know who does averot? The person that doesn't think. מה כתוב? סחור אומר לנזירה. Admon, come over here, please. The Gemara says, you tell a Nazir, don't enter a vineyard. You don't tell a Nazir, don't eat grapes. You tell a Nazir, don't enter a vineyard. The fence is a wake-up call. Oh, remember, you're Nazir. But if he's going to enter the vineyard, most likely he's going to eat also grapes and he's going to sin.
Is he saying that?
Sehol amri le nazira. To Nazir, you tell him, watch, stay away. You have to know, to tell people don't do sin, it's nice. But there is something that is going to help you not to sin, is if you think what you do before. Because you know what's your purpose in life, maybe you're not going to sin. If I have no purpose and you tell me don't sin, why not? Why not? It's okay. So for a person to understand the meaning of the value of mitzvot and avirot, you have to tell him, Ma yesh? Yesh ha'im la'harav mavit. There is life after death. And over there, it's netzach, it's ever, it's forever. So you're getting over here 70, 80 years, this is nothing. It's 0.00 compared to Olam Haba. What is 70 years, 90 years? It's nothing. Netzach. You know what the netzach? The Ramban explains, he tries to explain what is netzach. If I have over here, gargire hol. Do you know what the gargire hol? And you have a bird that every year has to come and take one grain out. How long is it going to take her to finish, to empty this hand? Huh?
Go a long time, like a million years.
Million years, fine. What if the whole room over here is full with grains of sand? And the bird has to come every year to take one grain out. How long is it going to take her to finish to empty this room?
Trillions.
How long if the whole house, 3/4, full with sand? Doesn't end. How if whole Brooklyn is full and the bird has to come every year to take one grain out? How long is it going to take her? What if New York? What if America? What if the world? What if you have sand from the top till the heavens, to the sky, and the bird is going to come and take one grain out? How long is it going to take the bird to finish?
A long time.
You even start to explain.
I haven't started to explain what is netzach. So what? Ever. Ever is a word.
Same like לעולם?
כן, but netzach הרבה יותר. So what does it mean?
Always time.
We don't understand. So I'm giving you 80 years. What is 80 years compare to Netzach. Klum. It's nothing. So if I know that, if I have this in my mind, who has time to fight over nonsense? She said, I said, normally, what are you funny? Who has time to fight with with his wife? Who has time to fight and you think the whole day I called I keep going. People are stuck for 20 years in the same place. They don't grow. They don't grow. They're stuck. They keep they keep revenge for years. And it's a sickness. And it can, also it's going to cause you blood pressure and all kinds of sicknesses. But when you let things go, you are a healthier person. And in addition, if you understand the meaning of Olam Hazeh, why you get stuck? Why? So Imani Mavin Mazeh Hayim, I'll never get stuck over here. Just let things go. It's not worth it. So tell me, don't take revenge. Avirah mitzvah, it's nice. But if I'm telling you what's behind the Avirah mitzvah, there is life. There is life over here. What are you doing? The Rabbi Alav Shalom, it's amazing how he used to cross the street. Amazing. He would put one step on the street, pause, would watch, would look, left, right, left. If he says it's clear, he would walk. I used to walk with him, we young, we on hypers. Let's go, move, Rabbi, let's go. I אומר לי, עדיף לי לבזבז שנייה ולהרוויח חיים מאשר לחסוך שנייה ולאבד חיים. Meaning, I rather waste a second and get life than not to waste a second and lose my life. Even how he used to cross the street, it was, I'm not losing my Olam Haba. I'm not losing life. What is life? What are you rushing when it's hazardous, dangerous? Was once somebody took him back from a wedding that he did the chuppah back home. And in the car was 4 rabbis. And the driver was a little, he drove fast. So I was in the car, and the rabbi tells, we came out from the parking lot. It was a little circle to get to the highway. So he did, circle. The rabbi told him, stop right now, drop me off. I took a taxi. On the spot. Drop me off right over here.
Taxi's not better.
He tells him, drop me right now. משוגע, יאבד את החיים שלי. Guy's nuts. He doesn't care about his life. I don't care. Okay, but that's his problem. I'm not gonna risk my life because of him. Stop right now. So the driver said, okay, I'm sorry. I told the whole time. You were very careful. Even how he was so careful about his life. Drop me right now. I'm not gonna lose my life because you guys are nuts. But drop it right now. We're gonna get the taxi. I'm not going with him. I'll get the car. When you used to make decisions, always how it's gonna look in Olam Haba. Do you know how many things? It's not worth it. It's not worth to lose Olam Haba for a couple pennies. No. I was there. היה חודש אלול, תשע"ג, 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Someone who asked the rabbi he wants to meet with him. He has a couple millions that he wants to give to the rabbi, whether for a book or to open a yeshiva or something. If you hear someone wants to give you millions, I'm not talking 101 or 501, and people get excited if it's 2001 or 5,000. Millions. And he asked the rabbi to come to his house. He wants to do כמו לערוך צוואה type, to set up like a wheel, ומה לעשות. I was there. I heard the whole conversation. In the beginning, it sounds, wow, it's a lot of money. Man. The rabbi was very focused. He was not excited for one second. He said, I wish. After the conversation, he said, maybe Hashem came to redeem me. But a minute after, he wasn't excited. He was very cool and calm.
What do you mean by redeeming?
The rabbi's dream was
what he wanted.
All his life was to get his books out. We still have to finish the whole shas that he has, books and whole shas. You're talking about more than 20 books and over 800 tapes. They're giving classes on Chovat HaLevavot, Midrash Rabbah, Mishle, Iyov, all the happy stuff that he has classes, over 800. Yes. And that was his life. That was his life, to print all his kitvei, all his notes that he had. And so he felt like maybe this is Hashem sent me someone to redeem me, meaning so I can open an institution, machon, to have 10 Talmidei Chachamim sitting over all my notes and everything and print the books out. That was his dream. Nothing else mattered in his life. Nothing, only this. So he was excited. Maybe Hashem is going to send him someone to redeem him, meaning Yesh po Goel that is going to, Be'ezrat Hashem is going to reprint all his books. That was his dream. A minute after, he says no. All right. So from the conversation, I'm sure the Rav, Rabbi, how about this? Get the address. I'll go. You stay here. I'll go. Now let me see. I need to show the Hachi Neiman Shal Rav. Or the most spoiled shaliach that he ever had. ואומר לי, לא, אני לא רוצה ללכת, I don't want to go there. 2 weeks after, the person got a heart attack and he was in the hospital. I don't know if he passed away right away or after. The rabbi heard that the person got a heart attack. אמר, וואי, תודה רבה שלא לקחתי את הכסף. Thank you, I didn't even come to talk about the money. Imagine I took 5 million. The kids would tell to the news, the chief rabbi of Bnei Brak stole 5 million and my father had to get a heart attack and almost died. ככה אמר לי. שמעת כזה סיפור? שום דבר. He was so focused. His life was so focused. He would tell me always the pasuk in Sefer Mishleh, Nivhal lehon ra'ain. Sometimes people hear a deal. Let's go. Stock market. I heard. Let's go. I want to raise. Hello. Chill. Raga. Nivhal lehon. Sometimes people they get. I heard. Let's do something. There's a deal. Let's grab it. Let's do it. Sometimes there's Satan. When you rush into things because you hear big money, you gotta be so careful. And I'm not talking a profit of 50,000, 100,000. I'm telling you millions. The guy had from the numbers that I recall that he wanted to give, and it was in the 20s millions that he wanted to give to the rabbi. And the rabbi he was proud of himself. Oh Hashem, shelo nafalti. I didn't fall into this thing. Not has v'shalom that he thought that the guy is, is a rasha has v'shalom. But the fact that I was able to stay calm and not to get excited and to do a move that I will regret.
Besides
How
two.
many people, and I'm talking politicians that up there, they have court cases against them, and everything is about money. People end up in jail. The family gets, or the whole family breaks, and the father ends up in jail, and for years, more years, Alma, Alma. It was a wrong move without thinking, getting excited. Show hard, probably here and there. אחר כך אדם אומר, what a dumb, what a dumb. I was stupid when I did this. You don't think. The Rabbi Alaba Shalom Ayah was so focused. You guys don't understand what I'm talking about. If we hear a deal to make a profit, a couple pennies, we get excited. Commission, 500. For 500, you know, you're willing to play with your Olam Haba. To why? To sign papers, documented, that's called fake, just to make it $500. So you're willing to lose Olam Haba for 500. I'm telling you why the guy is giving the rabbi, giving, not full shtick, not monkey business. He's giving him millions. And the rabbi was calm. Somebody who he gets excited, pito, wow. Hello, Ephron in our parasha, Chayei Sarah, he is the person that Hazal calls him Nivhal Lehon. At the beginning, he tells Abraham for free. Abraham said, no, I want to pay. Oh, you want to pay? 400. מה זה 400 שקל כסף עובר לסוחר? And nowadays you're talking about $2 million a grave. If a grave costs 10, 20,000, in those days, 400 shekel kesef, 400 coins, עובר לסוחר, you're talking about $2 million nowadays. 2 million! Yeah, let's go! The Hazal, they call Ephron, Nivhal Lehon. Look what happened in our parasha. 1 second. In our parasha, on page 61. On page 61. No, 62. תראו מה כתוב. When the Torah writes his name, so Ephron הוא במלא. Ephron, עין פרש, וו, נון סופית. Right?
Yeah.
בפסוק ט"ז, where he gets the money, וישמע אברהם אל Ephron, Abraham, listen to Ephron that he asked him for 400 coins, וישקול אברהם לעפרון את הכסף. You see Ephron is missing a vav?
Yeah.
Why? אומר רש"י, חסר vav. לפי שאמר הרבה ואפילו מעט לא עשה. He talked too much. I gave you for free. And at the end, he ripped them off. 400. Missing vav. Hazal says, you're not missing a vav. You're being called Nivhal Lehon. You're a loser. You're a loser. Sometimes you rush to things in life. Matun. Patient. Hazal tell us, Ephron ikal Nivhal Lehon. So going back here, Moti, to your question, you have to understand that in life, saying, don't do Avirah, do mitzvah, it's nice. But you want to give a person,
Wake up call.
it's not even a wake up, understanding what are you doing here? What's my purpose today, Monday? Today is Monday. What's my purpose? What I'm doing today, any different than tomorrow, than yesterday? What's my plan today that tomorrow maybe I'm not going to be able to do it? You just came to me this morning before the tefillah. What did you tell me?
What? It was before the tefillah? Oh, yeah.
מה אמרת לי?
מה? Russia. Huh?
Don't say the name. Baba.
Yeah, so fantastic.
So you said about someone
Yeah.
that passed away. Very sad. He was here
Thursday, not this the Thursday before.
Thursday before. Was here with us in the middle of night time. למד אצלי בשיעור. Young guy. How old is he?
He just turned 40 a week ago.
Yeah, young guy. פתאום, boom. מה זה? What happened? Heart attack?
Cardiac arrest.
Young guy. If you see this guy, muscles, gym, hazak, הכל. Boom. Nobody, they don't ask you, are you ready? Should I come tomorrow? But you know, came. So if I know what my purpose in life, and I know, and I look at the big picture, when the Torah tells me after, lo tikom, lo tito, lo tisnei ta'ircha, don't get angry, don't hate, let things go, there is a meaning to it. There is huge olam haba. What are you fighting over nonsense? Over peanuts? It's not worth it. Ein lashon hara, all the garbage. Why? The answer is, Rabotai, אומר שלמה המלך, ויזכור את ימי החושך. If you know that there is olam haba, so you know that it's not worth it to lose that world over nonsense. So when a wife and a husband, they get into a little tackle, the shtiyot, they don't talk for 2 weeks. מה אתה לא מדבר? למה אתה לא מדבר? הכל גאווה, arrogant, ego. הכל גאווה, הכל. It's all about arrogance. הכל, nothing else. I'm trying to prove a point. They don't try to prove any point. The point is you have ga'ava, period. I'm trying to prove a point. What is that? Are you in school? Trying to teach her something? Dummies. She's trying to teach him and he's trying to teach her. Habibi, when you get to, I want to be very clear. When we get married, let's be focused. We're not planning to change anyone. If you want to plan to change, it's only yourself, because she will never change and she will never change you. But if you want to talk about yourself, we could talk business, but don't try to change her, because you will not change her and she's not going to change you also. But you can think about yourself. How can I live when there is this and this matter? Fine. That makes sense. That makes sense. But to change, if school didn't change and her parents didn't change her, you're going to change her? You're dreaming. But if you're going to change yourself, she's going to have a role model to look up to, then you have a chance. Then you have a chance. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but you have a chance. אבל על מה לריב? על מה? Sometimes it's we talk about pennies. People they don't talk and get angry. על מה? מה שווה? לא שווה. לא, it's not worth it. Just let things go, but תמשיך הלאה. Now, you gotta be smart. Don't do the same mistake and get the same people over to bump into you again and again. Learn the lesson. He's not my person. He's not my type. Fine. Keep going. But to keep grudges all day long and fight, they say, Habibi, אתה מפסיד את החיים שלך. You're playing with your health. זה פשוט מאוד. עכשיו בוא תשמעו מה כתוב בחז"ל. כתוב, כי הרבה יהיו, כל שבא הבל. I want to read a line in the Midrash Rabbah.
What does that mean simply, Rabbi?
מה זה?
כי הרבה...
אני רוצה להסביר לך. אומר המדרש, תראו מה כתוב. שלמה המלך, in our pasuk, is teaching us 2 reasons why a person should hurry. יזדרז להרבות בלימוד תורה ומצוות. It tells you, מוישה היה צדיק, אייזיק, אומר שלמה המלך, whatever you can grab בעולם הזה, grab. תורה, מצוות ומעשים טובים. Grab. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. People sit with their phone. for hours, hours. אם אדם מסתכל, they have a way to find out
Screen time.
Screen time?
Yeah.
Screen time. Oh yeah. You'll check how many hours you're wasting a day,
in the background now.
and then a week and a month. Do you know how many hours? I'm not even talking what are you watching, Bichlal. That's a different story. But I'm talking just the fact that you're on the phone with the news. Maybe news will never stop for the next 15 billion years. Whoa. Nothing's going to change. What information you need to know that is going to change your day? No, something that happens in Ohio. What is this shooting has to do with your life here?
15 minutes is the same.
I don't know, and it's the same. It's the same stupidity every day and every night, and you have to repeat. And you know what? Because you're so curious about the news, so you log every day, an hour after, and 2 hours after. We're losing our focus. We're wasting hours and days of our life over what? מה אתה עושה? אתה מאבד את החיים שלך בידיים. Now, I know that if I can sit outside, people don't let me know what are you talking about?
You gotta know.
Okay, I'm not talking about them. But here, we here, people who learn Torah every morning and every night, we have to know that our cell phone takes away a lot of our life. Don't let this happen. Don't let this happen. You know why? Omer Shlomo HaMelech. Reason number one. Ki harbe yihyu. Because you're going to have many, many days after life that you're not going to be able to learn. And whatever you lost now is going to be a loss forever. Omer Shlomo HaMelech b'yizkor et yemei hachoshech. Remember what happens after. Ki harbe yihyu. You have a long time. And whatever you accomplish here, that's what you're going to take there. And whatever you didn't, you're not going to know more. So you're going to lose so much. So chaparine and learn and be a doer. That's reason number one why now every day take advantage. And number two, he says, Kol sheba habil. אומר, תורה שאדם לומד בעולם הזה, the entire Torah that you learn in this world, הבל לפני תורתו של משיח. The whole room over here, everything you see here, it's nothing compared to the days of Yemot Mashiach. The people are going to hear Torah from HaKadosh Baruch Hu straight. And that Torah, the Torah that you're going to hear then from Hashem straight, the Torah that you're not going to forget. It's a Torah with no tsa'ar, with no yisurim, no pain, no worries, nothing, zero. Kol ha'chokhmah, boom, into you. Omer Midrash, התורה שיש היום versus תורה של לעתיד לבוא, the whole Torah, הבל מול התורה של back, the future שנזכה ללמוד מהקדוש ברוך הוא. אומר כל שבא הבל. זאת אומרת תורתו, the Torah that you're going to learn back then, עם איזה תורה הזאת? I want to quote you מדרש רבה. מדרש רבה בבראשית, בפרשת בראשית, פרק י"ז, סימן ה'. מדרש says over here, רבי חנינא בר יצחק אמר, 3 נובלות הן. Do you know what is נובלות? Novel. Yeah, things that they fall off the trees and they can't novel. Worthless. Yeah. Akavana, it's worthless. But it means that if you take A versus B, it's worthless. That's not how we can steak. We give chicken, finger.
Chicken
Wings, better. What is a wings compared to a steak, right? זה נקרא נובלות. זה נקרא נובלות. It's worthless compared to a steak, $100 steak. With wine, yeah, not just with wine. Now someone is smiling. כן, כן, ברוך השם. אומר המדרש, there are 3 novelot, 3 things that are worthless. Meaning, one compared to another. Novelot mita shena. Mita shena is something for you to understand what is mita, what is death. Sleep over
160.
death. Novelot nevuah. What's the worthless? Mitahat the nevuah. Halom, a dream. Novelot olam haba, Shabbat. Olam haba. Ma novel? What's the novel? Mimeno novel that comes down. כאילו קום וכלום. Shabbat. זה מי אמר את זה? רבי חנינא בר יצחק. רבי אבין מוסיף עוד תרתם. He adds another 2. Novlot ora shelemala, the light up there in heaven. Galgal hama. No, hama. Galgal hama. So that compared to the or shesh lemala. Novlot chokhma shelemala Torah. You hear this? Aadmoni, hear this? The chokhmah up there in heaven versus the whole Torah that we have בעולם הזה. התורה פה זה נובל, זה כמעט worthless compare to the חוכמה שיש למעלה. ואנחנו מדברים שהחוכמה הזאת בעזרת השם. We're going to be lucky to בעזרת השם to get that Torah in the future בימות משיח. אבל מי שלא למד פה לא ילמד כלום למאז. Whatever you learn, that's what they're going to teach you on that topic. לא למדת כלאיים, they're not going to teach you כלאיים. מה אמרת? שבת, that's it. חבריי, אומר לך, לכן אומר שלמה המלך 2 things. כי הרבה יהיו, and כל שבא הבל. כל התורה פה זה הבל compare to the חוכמה that there is there up there in שמיים. רבי עליו השלום showed me רמב"ם. Give me רמב"ם. שופטים. תזכירו מצוות. תשמעו דבר, וואו, איזה משהו. Just hope I'm gonna find this. אומר הרמב"ם, לעתיד לבוא, לעתיד לבוא, you know, we all want Mashiach, right? No, I think it's מדע. Give me מדע. I have a תשובה.
If a person doesn't learn,
Let me just finish this, and then you can ask the questions, okay?
Thank you. I like finding it.
הרמב"ם בהלכות תשובה, פרק ט', משנה הלכה ב'. Isaac, do you hear? מדברים, ברוך השם, עושה עמודה טובה. פרק ט', הלכה ב'. הרמב"ם, what's the purpose? Why we want Mashiach? To fight the Arabs? It's all nonsense. ומפני זה התאהבו כל ישראל. And that's why the entire Jewish nation, נביאיהם, the prophecies, וחכמיהם, and their חכמים, to ימות המלך המשיח, to the days of מלך המשיח. Why? So we should have peace, to learn, וימצאו להן מרגוע, they're going to be content in peace, וירבו בחוכמה. The whole purpose of the days of Mashiach זה רק חוכמה, nothing else. לפי שבאותן הימים תרבה הדעה והחוכמה והאמת, because then what people are going to focus בעולם רק חוכמה, nothing else. So I remember when the Rabbi was giving a class a bit, about this piece. So he said that one of the universities in Israel, if they did a research, how many people it would take to write the Rambam. So Martin, how many people you need to have to put such a book?
How many angels?
So they came up with a number of people which would take for 30 years.
Whoa. Hi.
That's the way, very young also, right?
70.
Okay.
Okay. How many, if you want to have, institution and take the top rabbis, how many years is going to take them to write such a book? So I don't remember how many people, but it would take 30 years to accomplish such a book. And the people who were talking about IQ v'chadumim, Amru Einstein, what he did was 2% of his brain. ואז הרב אמר לי שעל הרמב"ם אמרו 8%.
Rambam, he used 8.
Yeah.
He was 8.
Yeah. Meaning we, nothing.
No, they're 99.9.
Negatives.
So I asked the rabbi a question. Listen to the rabbi. Wow. I asked the rabbi a question. Rabbi, I don't understand. Then why HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us brain that if the Rambam used only 8% and 92% he didn't, then what's our purpose in our brain if we use nothing? 0.00001. What? You know what he told me? He told me the brain that we're having today, it's a preparation for Yom Mashiach. Something the tshuva?
We're going to use 100 then?
Yeah. But that 100 is going to be based on what you did now.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we're working on.
Almost like that's it. I didn't come around. אני גימל פרק א'. Good. שמעתם מה הרב אמר? The rabbi said that the purpose of why we have such a brain, if we barely use now 1%, it's not for now. It's for the future. But Hashem is planting already the seeds now that if the Mashiach will come right there today, boom, you'll be ready and you'll be capable to have that chokhmah.
Can we not tap in? Even if we want, like if a person tried, it's just impossible to use our brain right now.
Try and let me know.
No, I'm saying, is it possible in our time to use more than like that 1%? Like even that 1%?
I believe yes. It's a כוח הרצון.
על ידי לימוד או רצון?
רצון.
רצון.
צריך רצון, והשם נותן סייעתא דשמיא. There is a line בספר מסילת ישרים, מה שהשכל מחסיר, הלב משלים. That's the answer also for your question. But you had last week. שאלו אותי רבותיי, מה שהשכל מחסיר, הלב משלים. Give me a good line in English.
Whatever
Whatever the mind lacks, the heart fills up.
But it
Completes it.
completes it. Meaning, whatever where the brain kiviyachol got to a dead end, that's when the brain comes in and boom, gives it all the shefa. The Rabbi Alav Shalom, when he reached the age 60, then he wrote books on Kabbalah. How? Because פתאום בא לו רוח ממרום. איך? אתה לומד, learn. הכל. And it has to take years and age and kedusha that once you did your part, פתאום הקדוש ברוך הוא fulfills it with רוח. שאפשר להבין את זה. אתם מבינים?
Something to cry for?
Huh?
Something to cry for?
It's something to work on. Work.
You really don't want the heart to fill in so much. You want to.
I wish.
No, really.
You don't leave